head-on, blindsided, and sideswipe. Please welcome Toastmaster Annaya Holmes.
I won't just lie down and die. Though things in my life get hard and I cannot see the light, I only know how to fight with all of my might. I refuse to lie down and die. Finances were gone. What else could go wrong? I couldn't even get the darn lights turned on. No hot water, no cable TV, and no telephone. No, not for me. How was I to eat? Had to be cheap. Got so tired of eating that fried luncheon meat. You know the one, Spam. But I hung in there, windows bare, no curtains there, wouldn't bum a ride, had too much pride, and I refused to lie down and die. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, have you ever wanted to just lie down and die? Not in the literal sense, but to give up or quit in the face of adversity. Well, I certainly have. You see, I moved seamlessly in my life from one phase to the next, from high school to college, to a job, to marriage, to kids, and to that happily ever after, or so I thought. And things were perfect for me until life showed up. How many of you know that life has personality traits? Life can be fair or unfair. It can be predictable or unpredictable. Life can be smooth and calm or rough and rocky. Life can even be vengeful. Wait. Come to think of it, life sounds a whole lot like a woman. Now, life and I had a great relationship until I turned 33. And I remember 33 very vividly because I found myself under heavy attack. First, life hit me head on. Boom! That was the death of my father. He was my #1 supporter and confidant. And I watched him lie in intensive care for 59 days, dying of congestive heart failure. That was a devastating blow. At the same time, life sideswiped me. Scourge! Wait, is that a sideswipe sound? That was my divorce. I felt life nudging and pushing me, but I couldn't stop it. And I ended up in divorce court fighting him for 6 months. It's true what they say, folks. There's a thin line between love and hate. And then life blindsided me. I was looking left and got hit from the right. Pow! It was the summer of 2009. My girlfriend and I had traveled to Vegas to celebrate my divorce. When we arrived, the glamour and lights and excitement of Vegas consumed us instantly. We were in awe at the celebrities we saw right at arm's reach. And there were women, beautiful women, with beautiful boobs. I looked at her. She looked back at me. I said, "We're missing something." She replied, "You think?" When we got back to Florida, we headed straight for the cosmetic surgeon's office. How many of you know that picking out implants is like buying a brand new car? They showed us an array of choices, from sports cars to minivans. They showed us the base models. They showed us the upgraded models. And they showed us the fully loaded models. Of course, I wanted the fully loaded model with the V12 engine fully turbocharged. We were so excited that we scheduled our surgeries for 1 week later. But for me, that day would never come. You see, my pre-op mammogram and biopsy revealed that there was an issue. The diagnosis was breast cancer. And the prognosis, per my oncologist, was that in her 30 years of practicing medicine, she had never seen a woman of color survive. Now, I don't know if you've ever faced a life or death situation before, but I felt every emotion from fear to anger to disbelief. It was at this lowest point of my life that I wrote the words of the opening poem, "I won't just lie down and die," as I made the choice to stand and fight. And I believed in my victory day after day, week after week, month after month, until I was back on my feet. And I stand before you today as a fighter. I stand before you today victoriously. I stand before you today as a survivor. And I stand before you today as a testimony that you can win. So what will you do the next time life attacks you? Will you stand and fight, or will you give up in defeat? Whether life hits you head on, boom, sideswipes you, scourge, there's that sound again, or blindsides you, pow! I challenge you today to stand and fight and believe in your victory. And no matter what comes your way, don't you ever lie down and die. Mr. Contest.